What's going on, guys? It's Fern. Happy 2024. Back today with another unboxing and as well as equipment review. Today we're going to be going over some new shears that I just got. Fresh Shears. These things have been awesome. I have been using them for about a day and a half now. Sat on them for a while, pulled the trigger, and it's pretty great company, and I'm going to explain everything and whatnot. Let's get right into it, guys. Happy 2024. All right, guys. So like I said, today we're going to be doing a review of Fresh Shears. Like I said, I literally just got these things in the mail. I'm using them for like a day and a half or so. They're awesome. I love these things. Anyway, guys, if you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, comment. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to 2024. Also, for all your barber supply needs and whatnot, head over to wbbarbersupply.com. Best in the business. These guys are awesome. Been using them for forever. Use code MARKFERNICOLA, which is right here. If you're a new account with those guys at the checkout, use that code, get 10% off of your order. Gives me a little bit of a kickback, gives you guys a discount, and then gives WB a new customer. Everybody wins. It's awesome. All right, guys. So like I said, I picked up some new shears. I've been sitting on these guys for a while, and I really wanted to try something new out. I did really love my Hunt Hustles shears. The only thing with those is, like, you know, again, it's an English company. I'm in the United States. Can't exactly get a rep to come over and, you know, sharpen the scissors or anything like that. So basically what happened was, doing some research, one of the guys who I really look up to and follow and whatnot, Sean Cuts Hair, which is his thing right over here. You guys should definitely follow for a lot of, you know, gems, new beginning barbers, veteran barbers, whatever the case is. You know, Sean covers everything, and, you know, just real solid, down-to-earth dude. You know, much respect, my man. So I actually found out about Fresh Shears because of Sean, and also because of Sean, I got a pretty good discount code for Fresh Shears. Basically, the way it works is, it's like, you know, you buy one pair, you get like, you know, I don't know, something like 10% off. You know, you buy a couple pairs, you know, percentage goes up and whatnot. So I ended up replacing 3 out of 4 of my shears just because I wanted to try something different. And you know, again, the company seems really, really good. So I'm going to show you guys the little differences between. This is my Hunt and Hustle. This is the 5.5 shear that I got, and this is the Fresh Shear. Try not to get the logo. So basically, I mean, again, guys, if you check it out, they're pretty much more or less the same with very minute little differences in there. One of the things that I like, I mean, it's not really function wise, but it's definitely design wise, they have the little extra tang over here, and I really like that. I think it's a very well balanced, you know, shear and whatnot. This thing feels great. Another big difference between the two of them is you got the tension screw over here, and then there's an adjusting screw right over here. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I really do like the adjusting screw over here. Like, the tension screw is okay, but, you know, I just feel like with these, like, you got a bit more control as far as, like, you know, doing like the test where you just kind of like let it fall like that, you know. So I really dig those. So anyway, what I got was the Mackay 5.5 shear. So again, if you guys remember from a few videos back, 5.5 shears are great for just kind of doing like point cutting up top, kind of doing the fine details and whatnot. You know, you could do a whole, you know, full haircut, you know, scissor over comb and whatnot with these things. It's just, you know, it's going to take you a little bit longer and whatnot. So these typically I kind of do for more, like I said, point cutting, just kind of the fine detail work, eyebrows especially, you know. And I gotta say, I mean, again, the balance on these things is really, really nice. You got the nice offset handle on the bottom, you know, fantastic shear. Not to mention too, just the way that they feel. You know, they got a really nice, like, kind of matte finish to them and whatnot. I believe it's 440C Japanese steel. And I mean, you know, again, you got to take it for a grain of salt. Most scissor companies out there are made in China and whatnot. These are, but at least like the greatest steel is really good and whatnot. I can tell you guys honestly, I mean, just even feeling the two of these and whatnot, there's a big difference. I like the feel of these a lot. I don't know, it has kind of like almost kind of like a matte finish to it, and I really dig that. I like the way that it feels in my hand. It feels like it's kind of like not, you know, going and slipping out or anything, versus this one where, you know, and I mean, again, these shears are also like 2 years old too, so, you know, just kind of feel like it just kind of a little bit more kind of, you know, have to slip out of my hand. So that was the first one that I got, guys. Like I said, it was the Mackay 5.5. And then this one is the big boy. This is also a Mackay. This is the 6.5. And again, this is the great one, guys, for doing, shear over comb and whatnot. Just because it's a 6.5 shear, you could utilize the full length of a comb, and get like those subsections and whatnot pretty much in one swoop, which is awesome. Again, you don't want to cut past your second knuckle. I kind of got my hand pretty good the other day and whatnot. So, just be careful, especially with new shears. You really forget how sharp new shears are until you go to use them, and you go take a chunk out of your hand and you're like, oh great, I'm bleeding all over my client. Good times. So, but anyway, like I said, guys, these have a really, really nice, kind of almost like matte finish to them and whatnot. Still got the tension screw. And like I said, it's got the nice little tang down there. I mean, again, like I said, functionality, it's really just kind of there more for decoration, but this thing is very well balanced and whatnot. Like I really, really like that. Feels really good in my hand. Again, even if you do happen to do a little point cutting with these things, I feel like it's very well balanced and whatnot. I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel as scared to kind of point cut with this particular shear versus the other one that I had, which was like 6.5, 7 inches. This one, I don't know, for whatever reason, I feel it's a little bit more balanced. Like I could kind of just, get in there a little easier, and it got a little bit more grip to it. And I think it's just because of like that kind of nice matte finish that they have on there, So again, that was the Mackay 6.5. Really, really pleased with that. All right, and then last, guys, I got another texturizer thinning shear. This is the Comma 30, which again, as you guys can see, it's got the 30 texturizing and thinning shears on top. Guys, this thing is a freaking animal. Holy shit. I went to go use this for the first time on one of my guys. I mean, this thing like literally was like, taking chunks out of his hair. I mean, again, when you don't get new shears for a while, like, you kind of forget like how like sometimes sharp or how much these things like really take off and whatnot. I really had to be careful with these because like, holy shit, you could definitely put some holes in somebody's haircut with this thing. Guys, what's really cool about Fresh Shears is they have like a lot of different texturizing and thinning shears. This one in particular was very close to the one that I had before, again with the 30 teeth and whatnot, so definitely used to it. Again, it's got the second tang down here. I think that's just the Fresh Shears kind of trademark, which I mean, again, I like. It's not functional, but definitely feels nice and well balanced and whatnot. Got the nice little finger grooves up top, like right over here and whatnot. So I like them. Very, very cool. So again, what is the difference between Fresh Shears and everybody else? Basically, one of the main reasons why I really like these guys is because it is super affordable. Okay, like I was showing non-hair friends the other day. If you were to go on, I don't know, obviously, like everybody knows Hanzo, Mitsutani, those are like, like the top of the line ones. If you guys were to go on that website, like the base model for like their like lowest shear is anywhere from like $300 to $500. Guys, with Fresh Shears, and I'm going to go on the website, I'm going to show you guys pretty much like what mostly everything looks like and whatnot. They have barber shears, they have stylish shears, texturizers, swivel, lefties, you name it. Guys, basically the most amount of money that I think you're going to pay for these things is like $105, which is really not bad at all considering. So I got 3 shears for the price of basically one of almost any other company, which is amazing. On top of that, the really awesome selling point with Fresh Shears is that those guys have a deal where, okay, so you buy your shears up front for $100 each, basically, right? What you can do, and again, this is the most important thing about this company, what you can do is sign up for a subscription where basically for $50 between 6 months, 8 months, and 12 months, what you can do is you sign up, you order another pair of shears. Like I said, you already paid that $50. They ship those out to you with a box with the brand new shears. You put your old shears in that box with a prepaid, stamp and all that stuff. Send it back. Now you're good with a whole brand new set of shears and whatnot for $50. Guys, it takes $50 to more at this point to sharpen your shears on like any given shear and whatnot. And the more that you do that, the more you're just wearing away on that metal. So like every time you go to sharpen it, I mean, really, like, the steel only lasts like so long and everything. So again, if you think about it, you're getting a brand new set of shears for like either every 6 months, every 8 months, or every 12 months. I signed up for every 8 months because I figure, again, I really only kind of get them sharpened every like 6 to 8 months anyway. So try to push it a little bit. And I mean, again, guys, if you want to get like the Hanzos, the Mitsutanis, whatever, that's a shit ton of money right up front. I mean, I've seen people spend like $1,200 on these things. Guys, it'll take you years to pay that amount of money, and you get different shears like every few months or so, versus your one scissor where you're like, okay, well, I paid this once, but like I still have to get it sharpened, and then now I'm stuck with this thing, and then I got to keep sharpening it and losing more metal, losing more metal, losing more metal. It's really kind of a shame because, again, you know, there's a lot of shear companies out there and whatnot, and people, just because of the price tag, they're like, oh, that's the best one I got to get. So, guys, these are super affordable. They're a great company. They ship very fast, and I got to tell you, like, I'm super, super impressed with them. And just be careful, guys. Whoa, I almost cut myself again. Holy shit. Oh my God. I got to really be careful. Guys, like I said, you got to be careful. These things are fucking sharp. Holy shit. Jesus.